Alright, so we're kind of getting towards the end of the hour, and it's time to kind of put it all together. What we have here is a new pattern. It's called the S4L. Alright, and that is over here. And what it is, and every time we zoom in, we lose sight of the big picture, right? This one's going to sit on top of this one. So we got 4, 5, 6 going into 7 root. They're going to count up just like you were counting do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Alright? This is an easy pattern to play, okay, because it's got half and then whole, half, then whole, then whole, then half, whole, then half. It's really easy to play. The thing is, how does it sit on top of this guy? Aha! Let's look. This is the open string capo scales. In other words, it's dealing with the limitations of putting a capo on or the fret nut itself. Okay, so how do we know where this 7 comes in? This is like this weird 7 that comes in out of nowhere. Look at it. Look at it. It comes in offset 1. How are you going to know that? How are you ever going to remember that you're not going to be able to play this thing straight up? That's straight up. Here's straight up from the 7. Okay? Wow, my finger wanted to hit that note again. That's straight up from the 7. Okay? How are you ever going to know that 7 is there? You're never going to remember it unless you remember one thing, and that is the pattern, the stack of 3 short. Here is our pattern. Here's our stack of 3 short. All right, right there. So when we're doing this, you start 5, 6, 7. You start on the 5th. If you're in the key of D, by the way, this would be your B flat, but the key of D, the 5th is going to be what? Okay, it's going to be A. It's going to be an A dominant. That A is the 5th. So you start on that A, would be from here. So you're doing that D thing, right? You go. Okay, right there. 5, 6, 7, root 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, why did that sound good? Because the 5th is kind of dominant, you know. So you had that. All right. Because normally it would be like F sharp, right? All right, so when we were playing that pattern, that extra long pattern, we ended on a 5, 6. But look, this is our familiar pattern here from the pentatonic stack here, okay, which is 2, 3, 5, 6, root 2. So there's your 5, 6 in it. And actually it's over here. 5, 6, this guy here. Here's the star of the show here. 5, 6, 7, root 2. So if I want to start, let's say from a root, I could do the root 1 below this. So it would be Okay? So you lock in on that 5/6. You should be able to recognize on this pattern, it's going to be right up here. All right, you should be able to recognize that this 5/6 is going to lead into a 7R2 because this is your S3S. It just doesn't have the fourth shown on it. Okay? So it would be like. So that's how you hone in on the 7. You use a smaller pattern. Okay? That's how you know where that pattern starts, because you started this part. You got to know where something starts, right? Any note that I start on the, let's say on the root here. Let's start on the root. Now remember, the root is only part of the pattern, so that's going to be the top. If you start playing that upwards, you're going to be playing the top 2/3 of that pattern. So I start on any note. Here, E. What is that? No, fourth above E is A, right? I'm starting on A on the 3rd string there. For you, it would be F, but B on the 3rd string. Okay? Start on that A, and I go root 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's my 5/6. Guess what I'm going to do from there? I'm going to want to go 5, 6, 7 R2. Except there's a little warp. Now here's the trick. Where are we on the pattern? We're right here. Okay, we did the 7R2, then we did the 3, 4, 5. All right, we're on the E. All right, I forgot where we are right here. Anyway, here's the trick. These are a whole step apart. 5's a whole step apart from 6. Root's a whole step apart from 2. So when you reach the top of the string and you want to keep going, right, you just do that whole note up here. Just do it on the string. Like that. And that would be your 7 root. There's no fret there. There's no fret on that last thing. Okay, so that's a little trick you can use on the top. Now, if you have to extend this on the top or the bottom or any of the same strings, guess what? It's a half step. So from 5, 6, 7, then the C would go only a half step up. Alright? So that's an important thing to remember. What's the interval to the next element of the pattern stack? If the interval is a half step, then you want to continue on the same string, then just go a half step up. Is the same as just like that. Okay? So this is the open string one. It means nothing's up my left sleeve. Okay? In other words, when I start on this 5 here, I'm not going to play anything down here. And normally on the 5th I would play an A shape and go like this. Alright? Now 5, 6, let's do it on the patterns for diatonic. But now we're going to play it like this. Everything was to the right. So that's important to know, and that is why this stack came into being. Because when I was trying to play on the fret nut, I couldn't reach those notes that you can reach with the smaller pattern. So that pretty much wraps up today's lesson. We've got the new chart. You can look at it. You can copy it. It's free. And I hope you keep watching if you have time to sit down and watch through one of my videos. And good luck to y'all. See you next time.